B.L. Santosh, the man behind the curtain. B.L. Santosh is a person who's not been in the limelight also for all the reasons. We have seen these tall leaders from the BJP always representing themselves in front of the media. But this person has been quietly working over a generational shift. Of course, when you create some kind of a new system, there could be some kind of problems that that you would face. But B.L. Santosh has been quietly doing it. He has been changing at the same time pacifying. He looks like it is more of an investment for the future of the party in the state, because you are looking at a generational shift in leadership. So the looks like B.L. Santosh's mottos also has been the party over individualism.
Well, yes, given his post, which is General Secretary Organizations, he's a nuts and bolts man. And you have to also remember that the position is very key to how party functions. And right now, he's one of the few powerful leaders in the entire BJP, if I may say so. See, it started with the death of a former aviation minister, Mr. Anant Kumar, and we saw how his wife wanted ticket for him, but it was given to Tejasvi Surya, was considered to be a protege of B.L. Santosh. At that time, a message was sent that that we are now looking for the future, and there has to be a generational shift. There was a lot of murmurs about at that point of time, a lot of discontent. But ultimately, Tejasvi Surya won the seat and won the seat by a big margin. As you very rightly pointed out, whenever there is a generational shift and whenever the change is affected, there's a lot of protest, there's a lot of murmur, because nobody wants to, irrespective of what they say in public, nobody wants to give up the power that easily. Once you have used to that power, used to that lifestyle, it's very, very difficult for you, irrespective of your age, to let it go. And there somebody has to crack the whip, and I think it is Mr. Santosh who's doing that for the BJP. Now, it is happening at a time which is also very crucial for the party. Because Karnataka is the only state in South India where they are in power. They are going for a massive south surge. We're seeing that the way they are going after Telangana elections in Telangana. Also, the kind of party this thing they are building up, a coalition they are trying to build up in the state of Tamil Nadu and in the state of Kerala.
They're trying to
the timing is of a bit circumspect, and that is the reason why on one side the whip is being cracked, and the other side the mollification of those people is also being done to ensure that that they work for the party and they don't they don't become this disgruntled that they end up harming the interest of the party. So once the tickets have been denied, and once the ticket have been decided and people have been denied ticket, and after the initial outburst of emotion, now both Yedurappa as well as B.L. Santosh, they're working on candidates, trying to send a message to them that that this behavior will only hurt the interest of the party and will also not help them, because it's the party which made them, not the other way around.
Well, that is a very important ideation that they are in fact looking at. Well, we also have with us Bhaskar Hegde, who in fact joins us, as well as Professor Chambi Puranik. Bhaskar Hegde, let me come straight to you. B.L. Santosh is being given probably one of the toughest assignments in the BJP. That is, oversee a political generational shift within the ranks of the BJP. Also pacify those leaders who have built the party. At the same time, ensure that this does not lead to division among supporters on the ground. Political management, a very big election coming up. You have to prove your strength over there. And it looks like B.L. Santosh has been able to work on all these fronts right now.
Yeah, Varghese, what you said is absolutely right. Because there are 2 points. One is Santosh is originally from Karnataka, and he was state organizing secretary for I think more than 5 or 6 years. So he knows Karnataka politics as the back of his palm. So that's the one advantage he has, number one. And as the state general secretary, Santosh has built and groomed many people in districts and taluks. So which over a period of time, many have come up the ladder and they are occupying the state executive, state office bearers, and so many things. So that's part one. Part two, Santosh now occupies a very big post, as Brijesh mentioned, so National Organizing Secretary. So that's a far more bigger responsibility for him to prove his mettle in Karnataka, that since you are the one who is tasked to select candidates and go and meet people, get inputs from various sources about the candidates, and then finally, okay, pick the candidates, some phases. So finally, it's again probably I think Santosh's responsibility to mollify these people and calm down the nerves and finally take them into party fold and make the leaders to work for the party in the election. Number one. Two, another very important thing. So Santosh, the other factor is very, very critical in the sense, so while doing this kind of exercise, he also does this, social engineering, getting the very important caste leaders, the pontiffs, and so many people, and various other social leaders who are not in the political platform. So he's also doing in the backroom maneuvering or whatever. Santosh is also doing this kind of activity along with mollifying and convincing these party leaders. I guess this kind of activity by a national general secretary in charge of organizations is a bit rare in BJP because earlier when Ramlal used to handle, he never used to come down to this level, if I'm not wrong. So that's why I think Santosh's role, particularly in Karnataka, is very crucial.
Well, when we say particularly in Karnataka, let's get Professor Chambi Puranik. How difficult is for BL Santosh to navigate so many factors, regional, caste-wise, old leaders, trying to ensure that the second rung of leadership smoothly gets into the first rung, then from the third rung to the second rung, a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of happiness, but at the same time, a lot of politicking. And the point that everyone would be looking at would be at BL Santosh and an election at hand. So the role of BL Santosh is becoming more prominent in Karnataka's BJP than before, isn't it, Professor Chambe?
Definitely, after, the earlier speaker mentioned about the background or behind the screen role of Mr. Santosh, in a very significant way, he would prompt changes and tell the leaders that we need to have generational change and we should prepare second line and also give opportunities for courage. So Santosh is a symbol of the emergence of Karyakarta's role in BJP party per se. I would say that also.